नमामि शारदां देवी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं नमस्कारकरस्तुम्मि प्रसन्नास्तु स सदा. Student, now we are going to start the second topic, parallel lines, part 1. It is one of the easy and very fantastic, interesting topic of 9th standard. So, what is meaning of parallel lines? Definition. The lines, maybe 2 lines or maybe 3 lines, which are coplanar. The lines which are coplanar and do not intersect each other are called parallel lines. In this, one word has come, coplanar, lie in same plane and do not intersect, that is there. Coplanar means that lines which lie in what? Same plane. So once again, coplanar lines which do not intersect each other are called as what? Parallel lines. And in first topic we have studied about the plane. Plane is we can say that a layer of points, right? Which is denoted by this figure, this type of figure. Okay, I told you it is not a parallelogram, it is a plane. Correct? So this is the plane, and in this plane, these 2 lines or 3 lines are there which are not going to intersect. Correct? So these are the lines, line L, line M and line N. They lie in a plane, suppose a plane A, and all the lines are there. See once again what is meaning of it. First thing is, what is meaning of plane? Plane, I told you, a layer of points. Maybe possible, just a layer of points. In that layer it is like plane, maybe like this, but it should lie in a same plane. Okay, that when this coplanar means these 2 lines are lying, 3 lines lie in a same plane. See, I am not taking these 2 lines. Correct? Now they are lying in this plane and they are not going to intersect. Is it right? If these 2 lines are lying like this, they are also lying what? Same plane. They are not going to intersect. This type of lines which do not going to intersect. But if the lines are like this, one line in this plane, one is also in this plane, they are not going to intersect. But these lines will be not called as what? Parallel lines, because one is lying in this plane, other will lie in a horizontal plane. They are not going to intersect, but they are not called as what? Parallel lines. That's why they use the word coplanar. Coplanar means they are lying in a same plane and do not intersect each other. So these lines are called as what? Parallel lines. Have you understood this? So 2 lines or more lines which lie in the same plane, they are called as what? Coplanar lines, and they do not intersect each other. That's why they are called as what? Parallel lines. Okay, we'll take now line L is line L, line M and line N are parallel lines. Parallel lines. They are denoted by line L is parallel to line M is parallel to line And this is the way we are going to write. This is a symbol of what? Parallel lines. Okay, so this is again a very important thing. Okay, once again, what is the definition of parallel lines? The lines which are coplanar or coplanar lines which do not intersect each other are called as what? Parallel lines. So these must lie in the same plane, and if they are intersecting, they are going to intersect one point. They should not intersect. Such lines are called as what? Parallel lines. Okay, I think you understood the concept properly. Write it down and draw the figure with pencil only, properly pointed pencil. Write each and everything properly. One more term is there, transversal. A line which intersect two or more lines in distinct points is called transversal. Okay, see once again. What is the statement of a line which intersect two or more lines? Two or more lines in distinct points is called as what? Transversal. Once again, a line which intersect two or more lines in distinct points is called as what? Transversal. Again, just we are use the word two or more lines. They are not mentioned it is a parallel line. It is applicable for parallel line also, and some lines may be a non-parallel. It make no difference. Okay, so we consider that this line and this line is not parallel line, no doubt. So line L is there, line M is there, and suppose I am going to draw a line which intersect these two lines in two distinct points. These points are distinct points. Then this line L or line T will take. This is called as transversal. Once again, a line which intersects two or more lines in distinct points is called as what? Transversal. So this is the line T is a transversal. Okay. In this case, two lines are not parallel, but these are transversal because this line T is intersecting these two lines in two distinct points. Because in definition, line which intersect two or more lines, they are not mentioned it is a parallel line. May be parallel, they are not be parallel. So what I can write then? Line T is a transversal. Have you understood this? But not necessarily non-parallel lines के लिए it is also applicable for what? Parallel lines. So we'll draw a parallel line also. So we'll get more idea about it. I am giving the name as what? AB, CD, P, Q, and here we can write what? Or you can take a line CD and you take what? Point P and Q as what? Point of intersections. So first of all, what I can write? Line AB is parallel to line CD, and line CD, then we will take EF, sorry. Then line EF is a transversal. Whatever line EF will be transversal, and they are in this line EF intersecting line AB and in distinct मतलब different. Distinct का मतलब क्या होता है? Different point. Distinct का मतलब क्या होगा? Different point. That is A and B. So these are what? line here, line T is a transversal. Here, line EF is a transversal. So line AB is parallel to CD and line EF is a transversal. So I think you got the concept of transversal. Which line is called as transversal? A line which intersects two or more lines in distinct point is called as what? Transversal. Pause the video, draw these figures properly. Now, this is the thing, I think we are going to repeat it once again, but this we have studied last year. Once again, we are going to study pairs of angle formed by a transversal and two lines. With two lines, not necessarily they are parallel lines. Okay, so we can draw it this way, it makes no difference. Okay, so it may be parallel or it may not be parallel. This is a transversal. Correct? So this is a transversal, this is line L, line M. And these are the angles formed. No? This is the angle formed, this is the angle, this is the angle, this is the angle. Yeah. So I am giving the name as what? A angle, B angle, C angle, D, E, F, G and H. So some pairs are there. To that angle we are giving a particular name. So first one is pairs of corresponding angles. Pairs of corresponding angles. Which are the pairs of corresponding angles? So students, see in the figure, the angle like A exactly वैसा ही एंगल E है. So these two angles I called as what? Corresponding angle. The first angle I am going to take angle A and angle E. Now, have you understood this and this? Even B and F are there. They are also called as angle B and angle F. Will be called as what? See, I understood this. A जैसा E है, तो these two will be called as what? Corresponding. B के साथ कौन है? F है. They will be called as corresponding angle. Third one is, I can say, angle C and angle G. And fourth one, angle D and angle H. These pairs will be called as what? Corresponding angles. So which are the corresponding angle? Angle A and angle E, angle B and angle G, angle C and angle G, and angle D and angle H. Once again, A के साथ E, B के साथ F, C के साथ G, D के साथ H. These pairs are called as what? Corresponding angles. And I can say that it is little bit look like this. So थोड़ा सा इसको ये करो. This F forming angles will be called as what? Corresponding angles. Correct? So F को याद रखना. F. This angle and this angle will be called as what? Corresponding angles. Okay? I'll continue for the next part. That is pair of alternate angles. Pair of alternate angles जिसे हम लोग Z forming angles बोलते हैं, या F forming angles. Z कौन बना रहा है? This is the Z. So what is that? First alternate angle is angle C and angle E, and second will be, this is also Z, उल्टा Z होगा, तो angle D and angle F. So Z forming angles are what? Alternate angles. Once again, these two angles will be called as what? Corresponding. These two will be called as corresponding. These two will be called as corresponding. Angle D and G is called as what? Corresponding angles. and Z form, that is angle C and E are Z forming angles, will be called as what? Alternate angles. And angle D and F are called as again alternate angles, which are called as what? Z forming angle. This is the first part, this is the second type, and I am going for the third type. It's called as interior angles, जिसे मैं बोलूंगा C forming angles. These two will be called as what? C forming angles. And C forming angles में, suppose this is the C, ना? So यहाँ और यहाँ आने वाले एंगल, that is what? Angle D and angle E, and angle C and angle F are what? Interior angles. So once again, these are the three type of angles we are going to study. First one is corresponding angles. ये आप लोग F forming angle लेके याद कर सकते हैं. Alternate angle तो बहुत easy है. Z forming angle, that is angle C and angle E, and angle D and angle F. And interior angles में C forming means angle D and angle E, and angle C and angle F. So please students, copy down this now. Pause the video. These are very basic, no doubt about it. But in future, they will not explain you. Take the alternate angles, so you should know what is the meaning of alternate angles. Alternate interior angles, you should know what is the meaning of interior angles. Corresponding angles, you should know what is the meaning of corresponding angles. So go through it thoroughly. याद रखो, because ये बाद में काम आने वाला है. So these are the three pairs: corresponding angles, alternate angles, and interior angles. I hope that you understood it. या तो वापस एक बार वीडियो देखो and copy down it properly. Okay, and write in your own way. Now, next part is we are going to study some important properties. Some important properties are going to study for what? Parallel line topic. So, some properties I have already given in first chapter. So, we are going to revise something. First property, which I already studied, we have proved as a theorem. When two lines intersect each other, two lines intersect each other, when two lines intersect each other, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. When two lines intersect each other, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. Means, what I am going to do is, suppose if I draw this and these two lines which are intersecting each other, say, I am going to write and line AB and line CD are intersecting at point O. So which two angles will be congruent? That is angle AOC will be congruent to angle AOB, and angle AOD. This angle will be congruent to this angle is congruent to angle COB or BOC. इसका रीजन हम लोग हमेशा वही याद रखना है, वर्टिकली अपोजिट एंगल्स आर कॉन्ग्रुएंट. क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग? वर्टिकली अपोजिट एंगल्स are congruent. What is the first property? When two lines intersect each other, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. So when two lines are intersecting, AB and CD are intersecting at point O, so angle AOC, ये और ये angle will be called as what? Opposite angles or vertically opposite angles. This pair of opposite angles are congruent or vertically opposite angles are congruent. So AOC will be congruent to angle BOD and angle AOD is congruent to angle COD. That we have studied as a theorem in first topic. So that become now property. Theorem और कुछ नहीं होता है, प्रॉपर्टीज होती है. प्रॉपर्टीज को हम लोग को किसमें कन्वर्ट करना है? थियरम में. या थियरम में किसमें कन्वर्ट करना है? तो थियरम में यू आर स्टडीइंग दिस, यू आर स्टडीइंग सम प्रॉपर्टीज. सेकंड, angles in a linear pair. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. While proving this theorem, I have given this property first. Now once again you are studying that property. What is that? Angles in a linear pair are supplementary. Linear means होता है straight line. So this is a line and this is the angle. Correct? So suppose this is line AB and OC is the ray. Because of that, these two are, when the line angles are formed on the same line, will be called as angles in a linear pair. So which are the angles in a linear pair? Angle AOC and angle BOC are angles in a angles forming linear pair. But you must know that these two angles, when you add their measures, some of the measures will be 180 degree. So what are you going to write now? Measure of angle AOC plus measure of angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, and result we are going to write angles forming linear pair are supplementary. Once again, we have studied two properties. First property is when two lines intersect each other, the pair of opposite angles formed are congruent. So when two lines intersect, vertically opposite angles which are formed, they are congruent. And angles forming linear pair are supplementary. First you should know what is the meaning of angles forming linear pair, and sum of the measure is 180 degree. That is called as what? Supplementary. So sum of the measures of angles forming linear pair are always supplementary. Yeah, angles forming linear pair are supplementary. Please student keep in mind, these are the very important properties what we are studying. So do one thing, these two properties, please pause the video, copy down it properly. Now property third, they are actually a properties for parallel lines. तो ये तो ज्यादा important है, तो हमें ये properties को पूरा याद रखना है. Not for 9th standard, आगे भी काम आने वाला है. But this is specifically they are given for, they are not mentioned in the parallel lines, but it is there for parallel lines. When a pair of corresponding angle formed by a transversal and two lines are congruent, then all remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. Once again, when pair of corresponding angles formed by a transversal and two lines are congruent, then remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. Then we can have two lines. So lines are congruent, likhoge to bhi chalega. Okay, then all remaining corresponding angles are congruent. Okay. So now you mentioned two lines. And we are going to consider a parallel line. I told you that they are not mentioned in the parallel lines, but it is 101% parallel lines only. Okay, and this theorem, this we are going to prove as a properties as what? Parallel lines only. As a theorem we are going to study. So, this is the angle A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Correct? So, when one pair of corresponding angles are coming, we can take any one of the angle. If angle A is congruent to angle E, if this angle A is congruent to E, once I come to know angle A is congruent to angle E, then I can say that therefore angle B, or then we can write angle B will be congruent to angle F, angle C will be congruent to angle G, and angle D is congruent to angle H. Once again, if a pair of corresponding angles formed by a transparent two lines are congruent, then remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. Got it now? Angle A is congruent to angle E. अगर मुझे मालूम पड़ रहा है, तो I'll be sure that angle B will be congruent to angle G, angle C will be congruent to angle G, and angle D is congruent to angle H. Means, suppose somebody told me it is 60, A is 60, so I'll be sure that E will be 60. Angle EA and angle E अगर 60 के है, तो you ask me what will be the about B? तो I know that they are angles forming in here between 120. तो ये 120 है, तो F 120 होना ही है, because B is congruent to angle F. एंगल A और C कॉन्ग्रुएंट रहेंगे, क्यों? वर्टिकली अपोजिट एंगल्स है, वो 60 रहेगा तो G भी 60 रहेगा, ये दोनों वर्टिकली अपोजिट है, ये 120 है तो ये भी 120 रहेगा. That is the way we are going to solve the questions. So once again, don't get confused. If one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then remaining all pairs are congruent. Means angle A और angle E congruent दिया है, then ये 60 और ये 60 दिया तो we can find out all, because we know that B will be equal to G, B will be equal to F, C will be equal to G, and D is equal to H. Have you understood this? Got it? Same way, fourth one. When a pair of alternate angles formed by a transversal and two lines are congruent. Alternate also angles are congruent, then all remaining pairs of alternate angles are congruent. If one pair of alternate angles is congruent, then remaining pairs of alternate angles will be congruent, but they are not painted in the parallel line. But these are the properties of parallel line only that we are going to prove as a theorem. So this here also I am going to draw a parallel line only, because I am sure for it that it is applicable for parallel lines. Okay, again A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. Which are the alternate angles? Z forming angles are the alternate angles. So angle C, if angle C is congruent to angle E, then angle D will be congruent to angle F. So once again, if a one pair of alternate angles formed by two lines are congruent, then remaining alternate angles are congruent only. And fifth property what you are going to study, when a pair of interior angles, हमने तो किया था ना, interior angles formed by a transversal are supplementary. When a pair of is supplementary, a pair of angles formed by a transverse is supplementary, then all remaining pairs of interior angles are supplementary, or is supplementary, are supplementary, sorry. Remaining pairs are supplementary. Means, what I would do again, I told you that these are the properties of parallel lines. You draw a parallel lines only. This is a transversal A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. So, which are the interior angles? This is the interior angle. If angle D plus angle E is equal to 180 degree, मुझे मालूम है कि D and E are interior angles, वो अगर supplementary है, then I am sure that angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degree. तो अभी दिमाग में फिट रखना है कि जब पैरेलल लाइंस आएगा तब corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, interior angles are supplementary. But यह statement कैसा दिया है? If one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, all remaining pairs of corresponding angles are congruent. When one pair of alternate angles are congruent, means remaining pairs of alternate angles are congruent. When one pair of interior angles are congruent, means remaining pair of alternate angles are supplementary. So interior angles are supplementary, alternate angles are congruent, corresponding angles are congruent. तो दिमाग में रखो, ये सब प्रॉपर्टीज पैरेलल लाइंस की है. तो वंस अगेन, corresponding angles of parallel lines are congruent, alternate angles of parallel lines are congruent, and interior angles of parallel lines are supplementary. इतना याद रखोगे तो बेटर रहेगा. But you copy down it properly, okay, and draw the figure with sharpened pencil. Your paper, these are the notes only. वो बाद में नहीं पढ़ना है आपको, वो तो आपके लिए एक बड़ा एग्जाम के बाद रिवाइज करने के लिए बहुत इजी आसान तरीका हो जाएगा. एंड कीप इन माइंड, मैथ्स सब्जेक्ट शुड बी स्टडीड फ्रॉम योर ओन नोटबुक्स ओनली. तो आप लोग अपना नोटबुक बहुत अच्छे से मेंटेन रखो, राइट इट प्रॉपरली, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू स्टॉप हियर ओनली एज अ फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ पैरेलल लाइंस.